At the Christmas Sunday markets in the Todd Mall in Alice Springs, Dale Wakefield seems upbeat for a woman who has spent the year balancing one of the Northern Territory's toughest portfolios with the demands of her marginal Alice Springs-based electorate. And she seems relaxed about having the ABC along to hear what her constituents have to say about her government. Just watch out because the ABC are on, so to tell me a dirty joke. All right, she quips to one friendly Alice local who has come up for a chat. It's just over a year since the last NT election when Ms. Wakefield, a political novice, pulled off a shock victory by defeating sitting Chief Minister Adam Giles in the normally conservative Alice Springs seat of Braitlig. Even in the dying days of the chaotic Country Liberals Party government, when the polls predicted a landslide Labour victory, and even with the political baggage carried by Mr. Giles and other CLP candidates, it was still hard to imagine that Labour could win seats in the CLP heartland towns of Alice Springs and Katherine. But it did, in both. For Labour, the victory in Alice Springs, where it had previously never won a town-based seat, was particularly sweet. 16 months on from the election, at the Alice Springs markets, Ms. Wakefield assures residents who have gathered to talk to her they made the right choice. But Labour has been under pressure in Alice Springs, and keeping its foothold in the town may be a battle. Ms. Wakefield won Braitlig by only 27 votes, and it's now the second most marginal seat the NT. On top of serving a marginal electorate, Ms. Wakefield has to balance her heavy workload as Minister for Territory Families, which often takes her to Darwin, 1,500 kilometres away from her electorate. The risk of spending too much time away is that Alice Springs can be sensitive about being snubbed by NT ministers. Recently, some of the town's movers and shakers were not impressed when Chief Minister Michael Gunner did not turn up to a Christmas party he had put on for them, even though HED sent Ms. Wakefield in his place. But those portfolio areas, which cover youth detention and child protection, are ones that also have the potential to cost Labour votes in Alice Springs. In recent months there's been heightened community concern that a large number of children wandering the streets at night is fueling a spike in youth crime. At the Alice Springs Reptile Center, owner Rex Idoff, WHO's lived in Alice Springs for 20 years, isn't sure if crime is worse this summer than it has been in the past, but he has no doubt it comes at a high cost to business in town. Let's say something happens here and we report a minor incident and the police will then ask for your video footage. Well, there goes 3 hours of your day and we'd get paid for that, so it's a big impost on a local business, he said. While Ms. Wakefield and her government have supported the recommendations of the Youth Detention Royal Commission, which emphasizes rehabilitation of young offenders, Labour has also faced calls for immediate action to tackle youth crime in Alice Springs. Local Alice Springs Town Councillor and CLP rising star Jacinta Price is one of the voices accusing Labour of being soft on crime.